Hi, Shane Bruce here. 2017, I think it's August 26th. So, in this time of having heavy metal poisoning, I'm a bored genius, physics degree, trying to figure out what I want to do for my next career move, right? And what else would every red blooded Americans think but drone pilot? I bought one of these things. I figured drone piloting might be a great skill. Oak Ridge is up the road. They need people to test radiation. I'm like, if I want to test radiation, I want to use a drone. I'm gonna fly it in, and if I fly in the drone, I'm not out there mucking around with radiation. I already have heavy metal poisoning once, right? So I've never even turned one of these. This is my first time I've even seen a drone. I kid you not. I'm about to turn it on for the first time. And the instructions say to point the little sucker, the head away from the drones have a head, turns out, and it says to turn the head away from the pilot. That way, a person can instinctually see the and guide the pilot. I'm like, forget that. I'm a physicist, right? I have a little bit of abstract thought in the process of applied abstract thought.
And seeing this thing's perspective in my imagination is going to be the top fun about flying this. And we're off. There's a paper 5-month hand drawn. It's saved. Little buddy, welcome to your first flight. Truly tremendous what you're doing here. Has yet to hit me, I suppose. Later on, I'd figure out why it's having some steering problems, but this is my first flight. Kind of fun. Me and my little buddy here, flying around with the greatest of ease. No strings, no trapeze. I'm taking it cautious this first time. I'm going backwards, forwards, sideways, and up and down, and I'm going to try to land it fairly quick. Back on the little platform, but an issue arises. It won't come forward back to the platform once it gets near the wall and up into itself and lands politely the last 6 inches. So here we are.
In closed space, apparently, there's a lot of air. On the second flight, maybe it's the third, depending on whether you saw the other video, I've learned how to turn it left and right. It's on this one. So this could be interesting. A little bit more practice, and I'll be a drone pilot. I could be doing this outdoors, of course, but I figure I want to practice inside till I'm good at it. There's probably more wind blowing it back and forth since it's a fan itself. But I figure if I can control it inside, I with a little bit of precision, it'd probably be a good idea. Hi, buddy. How are we doing today? My little drone buddy. All right. So,
It's really odd to realize a drone doesn't have any sound recording. I suppose the noise of the engines would just make that really, really impractical, of course. So I don't expect any time audio without some kind of white noise affiliation. But I imagine it's kind of jamming in its own little way here. Once again, doing well. Gets near a wall. Hits an air current. Gets near that wall and just starts bucking back and forth. I'm having to try to pull it and jerk it away from the wall. And of course, it won't
fit. Glad this thing's made of plastic with bumpers. All right. It's yet to hit me. Wait. Come back this way. There's my little buddy. I'm not even close to having the hang of it, but I'm going to land it back on my little pad over here. This is like a little video game. I haven't actually used this thing to fly by yet, but I have a first-hand view of this thing. Oh! I so missed that pad on the crash land. Yeah, I think the government should definitely give me $1 million drone to fly on my first time. I was going to fake it on my resume and say, yeah, I'm a drone pilot. Hand me a drone. But maybe I thought I'd practice a little bit more. Wait. Come back here. Come back here. Ah. As soon as it gets back down on the wall, it doesn't do so well. All right. Maybe a 2-foot clearance, because I think the wind from the wall affects it maybe. You learn these things. Hi, little buddy. It's landed! It only took, well, you count how many times. My first drone flight, we're looking good, guys. Right on the pad. All right, talk at you later. If you see a drone flying around a neighborhood, say hi.
The little drone is up and flying around. This is the landing sequence. I suppose with a little bit more practice, I'd be mindful of the camera view as well as landing it. That would take some practice. That's a videographer and pilot. Right now, I'm just driving it back home, and it's fairly easy if I, avoid the walls. Of course, this is hindsight, these narratives are, but it is what it is.
Shane Bruce here, first drone flight. I learned one lesson. Well, besides how the controls work, left, right, up, down, forward, back. Um, Walls. Walls create a airtight thing where if they get too close, it creates a suction to the wall and it flies into them. So you have to avoid the walls. That might make hallways a little hard because I want to drive around this thing around my house, via optic feed. But yeah, lesson one: avoid vertical surfaces. Welcome to drone school.